My name is Emanuel Cleaver. I represent Kansas City, Missouri. I can understand clearly why some in the crowd this evening became impatient and expressed anger in the time of their voices. I understand. Anger runs deep right now with many of us here in this United States Congress. We are angry at a war that is senseless. I am outraged every morning when I turn on C-SPAN and hear someone say, I don't care whether it's a Democrat or Republican, I've gotten so angry at everyone declaring their support for the troops because I don't understand what that means. I don't understand what support for the troop means. Is it some little nebulous something that we have trouble putting our fingers around? Does it mean that we're going to carpool to save fossil fuel? Does it mean that we're going to pay $1 out of every $100 we earn so that all of the armament needed in Iraq is going to be done? And what does that mean? Is it just a statement that makes people feel good?
Yeah.
If you want to find out whether or not people support the troops, get up tomorrow morning, in whatever neighborhood you're in, go to the shopping malls and see if there is anything going on that will suggest this nation is supporting troops.
That's right.
We are not supporting troops. This is madness.
Yes.
This is sick.
Well said, well said.
You know, a few years ago, there was a guy by the name of Pharaoh. And repeatedly, a young radical went to the palace and said to Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh continued to say to Moses, no. And then finally, God gave him permission to send the plagues. And then one night, Moses goes to the palace and he says, President Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh said, no. And he said, if you don't, tomorrow there will be a plague of frogs. These amphibians, these little slimy critters. Pharaoh said, no. And so the next day, all over Egypt, all you could hear, yep, all over the land, sounds of frogs. When Mrs. Pharaoh opened up the oven, frogs, frogs, frogs. She opens the closet to get the vacuum cleaner and there's nothing in the closet but frogs, frogs, frogs. She goes to the refrigerator. Frogs, frogs, frogs. All day, everywhere. You can imagine on the freeways the sound of the chariots moving over a highway packed with frogs, crackling sounds everywhere. Mrs. Pharaoh goes to the bed first. She pulls back the queen-size sheets on the bed. And in that queen-size bed, frogs, frogs, frogs. King Pharaoh comes home and he's dealing with frogs from his office all day. He has a circular office. They call it the circular office. Frogs everywhere. And so Moses goes back to him that night and says, Mr. President, let my people go. And this is one of the most remarkable statements ever recorded from a human voice. Pharaoh said, according to the Holy Writ, I will let them go tomorrow. Listen to this. Pharaoh chose with great intentionality to spend one more night with the frogs. Here is an opportunity to have a frogless evening. Here is a chance that he can actually go to bed at night in peace. But he chose one more night with the frogs. This is one night that he could have gone to bed. There would have been no chirping anywhere in the entire nation of Egypt. But he chose to have one more night with the frogs. For almost 5 years, the people of the United States of America have said over and over and over again, bring the troops home. And he continues to say, I'll do it tomorrow. He's choosing to spend one more night with the frogs, and the frogs are dead. The only person who wins in war is the undertaker. Men and women are dying every single day.